Hello everybody and welcome back to some more Kingdom of Wars. I believe this is episode 21. Wow, already. And we are doing an extreme redstone project. That is right. So, let's go ahead and test this here. Remember the end of the last episode, I said that I'd fix the two scoreboard ones because they were having a little bit of trouble. So, let's see. Any one of these should work. And then I'll go out and explain it. Alright. Okay, no. So sad. I know what the problem is, but that's my answer. And of course I forgot like all of my redstone. Of course I would. Anyway, I'll explain to you how it's working so far, and I'll go back and get my redstone of where I left it. And of course what the problem is and what in the world. Alright. Of course, I'm working out a few bugs here and there because this is just a chain reaction thing. So, how it works so far. The first question, when this is not here, and this isn't here, this is what it's like at the beginning, right here. So, okay. So when you press one of these buttons, 3 of these are going to be glass, and 1's going to be for purpose of example, dirt. With that being said, only one's gonna work. Alright, so every redstone current comes out to here. Like, comes to here. I still have to test and see if these intertwine with each other somewhere, because that's what it seems like right now. Because it's all underground. I covered it all up, but like, it's passageways pretty much. See how they come up? It's passageways. That's where they go down, so they don't share the same redstone current. Now, it'd be so much easier if this was a mod, and I could have multiple currents, just with a different color redstone. That would be so much easier. But nope, we're doing it in normal Minecraft. That's right. So, let's go ahead and explain this. I've said that before. So, these are going to be up, allowing for the redstone currents to go through, and it's going to go through here. There's a piston underneath this, so it's going to make it a 1-tick pulse, which will go to here, extend this. This is pretty much a T flip-flop. This block right here is going to be moved to here. Even while this is a sticky piston, if the sticky piston has a 1-tick pulse, the block won't come back. So the block will stay here. And then when you power it again, the block will come back here. So there's two redstone currents that go off of this. So, the first thing would be the scoreboard. When you get it right, or I think when you get it right, that's probably something I have to check. Actually, that's a huge problem. Holy crap, I didn't think of that. Yep, that's a huge problem. I'm going to have to fix that. Alright, so I have some adjusting to do. Essentially, the problem that I have right now is you have to get the question right in order for it to advance. And if you don't, well, that defeats the whole purpose of a trivia game. You're supposed to know how many you got right and how many you got wrong. So, I need to figure out a way to find out if this is right or wrong. I think I have an idea. Just going to take up a little bit more space than what it is here. It sort of sucks, but that's fine. So it's going to be the same design as this, really. Alerts the scoreboard. This is the scoreboard. The path is right here. What it might be is like the scoreboards might be interlapping with each other. I'll have to check on that. And then after that, the second current here, the redstone current goes down. Alright, so it's right here actually. And it gets picked up by this redstone repeater, and it pushes these up. You look here, there's just sticky pistons. And that will allow you to answer the second question. Now, why did you do this? Well, you see, if I wasn't to, and I was going to have it like this. Alright? Holy crap, things grow so fast. If I was going to have it like that, as soon as I were to answer this first question here, say that I had 10 of these, alright? And they were all exactly like this. As soon as I was to press 1, alright, so let's say I press A. Every single one that has the answer A in it will light up. So it's like you answered just like all 10 of them all at once. Oops, I did stuff. Okay. So that's the problem. Let me get to work here. Spent about an hour on this and still working out some kinks. That is completely fine. Completely expecting that. I mean, when you're making up a design or a way, I mean, a complicated thing in this way, all by yourself, it's with no references. I haven't referenced anybody yet. Uh, it takes a long time. So let's get started. Alright, so another update here. I went ahead and fixed all of our problems. So let's go ahead and show you that it works, because I tested it and it already does work. So we're just going to do this one. Boom. And just for funsies, we'll do D. Boom. So yeah, they work, which is awesome. I'll show you what I came up with, which is a real pain and looks absolutely, well, excuse my language, shitty down here. This is what it looks like. That's right. So my solution to this was to combine every single one of these into a single line, which is this. Might confuse anybody that looks at this, but once I'm all done wiring, I'm gonna fill everything up to make it look a little bit nicer. Probably replace everything with a different block, just on the redstone though. I can't remember why this is there, but it's probably there for a reason. So yeah, I fixed it. Awesome. Had to move a lot of stuff. It has its own T flip-flop for the line. All right, so the line will have its own T flip-flop, which means there are going to be a ton of T flip-flops in this. So when it comes to the reset at the very end, and that was weird, my game just crashed. So I will give it a timer, so everybody can look at their scores, see what they got, and then it'll reset automatically. Either I could just put a button. Probably a button would be faster. Yep, button. So when they want to clear it, they can go ahead and just clear it. All right. So on to making the third one. We're only a fifth of the way done. And like, holy crap! It's been like an hour and a half to 2 hours now, and I just got 2 done. So, anyway, on to it. Alrighty, and then there is an update. So I think I have the third one completely figured out. The redstone down there is getting quite insane, really. There's only 3 out of 10, and it's already getting pretty intense. Alright, so let's test this out. Let's start, it doesn't matter which one. Alright, next one. Okay, so I found the sweet spot. So I was testing something else with the third one that I haven't before. It takes 4 repeaters for the delay, so that means I need another repeater down here somewhere. Somewhere over the rainbow. Let's see. I could just do this. Alright, I'll replace you back, repeater. That should do it. Save. Okay, now let's try it. First we have to reset them. This is how it's been like for another 30 minutes ish. So we go around clearing out the scoreboard, which is that. Yeah, it's getting pretty hectic in here. Man, making the pathways now. Holy crap! Like in this room, it's bad. I had to take it down. If I break this block, we're outside, so we don't want that. But it's getting pretty hectic down here. Like, there's just machines and parts to everything, just everywhere. Literally, quite likely. Well, not quite likely. What am I even saying? Okay, show you guys the testing. I'm wasting time, and I don't want that. Okay. Oh wow, the third one's already activated. I did something wrong. Alright, let's go clear it. Let's see, where did I put the third one? Oh yeah, I know where I put the third one. I just did this. Hello. Oh, I didn't want that. Alright, anything down here that just changed? I would think this did. Yep, sure did. So there we go. That's all set. Anything else that just changed? This did. There we go. Sweet, I think that's everything. Looks like it. Let's go. Oh, and it's becoming night. God dang it. No, that wasn't it. There's one left. You piece of crap over here. Okay. That's it right there. See how complicated this is? Clearing like the end button is gonna be such a pain to wire up. Okay. Now, let's test it. Good. Ah, okay. I got some more bugs fixed. But it is on the way, the third one. Okay, guys, and another update. So, it's been like another 2 days, and let's just say from the last recording I spent 4 hours pondering what to do because little did I know that there was a couple bugs that were that could not be fixed using the method that I was before. So I went ahead and scrapped it, and I came up with a new method. I'll go down and explain it, and I'll build it all off camera. And as you guys can see, it's still raining. That's right, Draculus is on. And so yeah, now this redstone is gonna be a little hectic in here. I'll just tell you that. Especially what I'm doing now, it's gonna be the most hectic part. It's gonna take a while to build, but I know how to do it. Here we go. Alright, so this is probably the least, well, this is a hectic part right here, but once we get down there, you'll see just one of them I built, and that's pretty hectic already. Like, that is pretty bad. Okay, so we still have these. That's right, still have these. We took out the extra one of these here, and we took out the extra one here. Now, to detect if we've answered a question or not, we don't use this in a bit. Let's just say recording. Okay, so this is what I've come up with to determine whether or not you guys have answered a question or not, regardless if it's right or wrong. So, as you guys remember from last time, this hasn't changed. Just wanna, okay. Okay, he probably doesn't know that. Never mind. I'll just tell him later. So this is where all of them meet up. So every single one of these is wired to right here. This block right here is powered with it. So, with that being said, this current right here is all of them. So no matter which one you would press, it will glow or activate. So what this contraption does, this is an RS NOR latch, but upward. So this is what it looks like. If you remove this part, just any of this right here, this is the RS NOR latch itself. So like the current comes in here, redstone on the top, torch, redstone repeater, redstone, and then a torch again. And to reset this, like if this were to go off, you just press this button, and that's how the reset's gonna work, guys. So the reset, when you do the reset button, it's just gonna bring redstone to this block, and that will reset all of them. So there's 10 of them since there's 10 questions. So now, what this right here is for when you press the button. This is pretty much like, I guess you could call a memory cell, I guess. Well, this is more or less the memory cell. This is using technically another memory cell. Well, it's taking advantage of this memory cell and making it so a redstone can go through it, or redstone current. Explain it best I can. So it needs to be 12 ticks, or 3, 6, 9 ticks in total in order for this to work. So the whole point of this is so the redstone current doesn't come through this block. Like, doesn't come through until this current dies, and then this block can come. Because if it comes before, it'll just activate the whole line. That's what we don't want. Because it just does nothing. Essentially, that'd be all useless right here. It'd probably be easier to show, but I don't have anybody else with me to do it. So I can press. Okay, I can press a button. I do right here. All right. So this simulates pressing any of those buttons. Okay, there you go. Now you guys see why you don't need. Well, why you want this to come at the end. Now I'll press it again so you guys get the idea. See, now the redstone current can go through at the very end over here. So now, essentially, what this is for is to move these pistons up or down. So the problem before that I first came into was if you were to put just blocks here and you were to press a button, it'd answer all of them that had that block. So if, say that you had 5 of the 10 A and you pressed A, all 5 with the number, or no, letter A would light up. And you don't want that. So that's why you want to disable the current into a certain question. So like this is question 1 and this is question 2. So after question 1 is answered, you want to move on to question 2 so the blocks, the information will get through. And in this case, the information is a solid block. And this would be B. So first one's A, I think, right? No. First one's D, and the first one, no, the first one's B, second one's D. Oh my god, I just reversed it. Anyway, so if I were to press the button again, move on to the third one. There's just a giant line of these. This did take a while. This is the third one here. If we go down here, we have 10 of them. That's right. I'll show you the redstone behind me because I started wiring it all up. So there's 10 of them in total, which is what we need. That's right. So let's look at the redstone for what we just saw up there, but more compact, and there's 2 right next to each other. So this is one right here. I just got more sticky pistons, so I can finally work on this more. This right here has 2 pretty much side by side, and it works. I tested all of them. So like every single letter I tested. So that's that. So see, this is one, and then right behind it over here is another one. So yeah, in other words, I'm making advantage of space by the height. Instead of making it go all the way out and around, I'm taking advantage of height. And yeah, then I have to wire it up to the scoreboards, which I have yet to do. So each one of these has to be wired up to a scoreboard. Essentially, I'd put, well, I'm not even going to explain it. I'd still need to do this. I don't remember which one this is. I came on here to work on it. But I'll just show off. I think I can tell you what the problem. Uh-oh, that would be a problem. I'll show you guys the problem that I was having before. Alright. Well, I can't really show it to you, but I can explain it just by doing it. Okay, so we're going to clear it. See how that resets? Hopefully you guys understood that. I've worked on this for multiple hours, so I understand it. But that doesn't mean everybody will. And then it is completely reset now. Alright, so we only have 2 of them wired up, I think. I didn't check the third one. Let's check it really quick. See if everything's all wired. And see what the answer is so we can test it. I think I might have wired it last night. So it is, looks like B. No. A, B, C. Okay. So I think I went in order. A, B, and then C. Okay, so let's test it out here. And I'll explain the problem that I was having before. Okay, so let's see. If I were to press D first. No, D is the right answer. Okay, so D, B, and what? No, what? Ah, of course I get interrupted. D is the right answer for 1. That's right, I changed it because Camden was over here. So D is the correct one for 1. And then if I were to say A, and hopefully the third one's wired. Third one is wired. Alright, so see how it just went on, skipped it because I got it wrong? Well, that's what I wanted. Before, it would not have done that, alright? So I noticed it when I was just messing around like I removed blocks and set in set answers. Because it was where if I pressed any of them, it'd work. But now I figured out that that was a bad idea to start with. Why do I have to get interrupted? Just leave me alone. Okay, so every single time you get one wrong, it wouldn't advance. Alright? It would not advance. Well, it would, but it wouldn't. Alright? It only worked for the first two. When I wired up the third one, it would not work. This is just insane. It would not work, okay? And that is explained by the two things you can have. Like, with that system design, you can only have 2 questions at a time, which is not good. Just get out of here! I'm done! No!